Hi there, and welcome to Monster Hunter Rise How to Hunt. I'm Nocturnite, and in this series I'll be walking you through how to take down all the various monsters in Rise. Today, we'll be checking out the nightmarish ninja of the forest, Nargacuga. An agile wyvern reminiscent of a panther dual-wielding katanas, it's a true edgelord ready to take your life and your lady. Naga's weapons and armor are some of the best and my favorite in the game. The weapons provide amazing raw damage and decent white sharpness, while the armor gives great skills like evade, window, and distance, which can be useful at all levels of play. It's a great set to aim for in both LR and HR. Elements. Nargacuga is weakest to thunder and fire. These weapons will make it much easier to kill Nargacuga quickly, but they aren't a requirement to take it on, so if you don't already have one, don't stress too much. Rage. When in rage mode, Naga's eyes glow red and its attack and movement speeds both take a massive buff. While enraged, several of its attacks have upgraded versions that deal more damage and strike multiple times. Although some of its windows are smaller during rage, there are still heaps of opportunities with guaranteed openings to get in and deal damage. Combat. The main focus when fighting Nargacuga should be keeping it in frame and identifying the attacks as soon as possible. Once you know its patterns, it becomes a simple process to get in and deal damage. Maintaining a medium distance while circling should keep you safe while you wait for the right opening. When in close combat, it's best to dodge towards Nargacuga, aiming for either the side of the head or underneath its wing arms to continue the combo. It should keep you in the safe zone for the majority of its attacks and give you more than enough time to react to the deadly ones, but there's no harm in pulling back to a safer distance and looking for the next opening. A quick breakdown of Nargacuga's attacks and the best ways for you to take advantage of them. Stalk. Naga's main attack. This has 3 stages that can be cancelled out by Naga at almost any time, but usually it commits to the full chain. Noticing this and avoiding it will give you some of the easiest openings with practically no risk. The stages are jump, jump, a redirection, and then a lunge. After the lunge, it will shake every time. This means both at the end of the combo and when you see lunge just by itself. Use this opportunity to close the distance and deal major damage. For example, a full charge with a heavy weapon or a demon combo. Lunge. Always followed by a shake, this move provides some of the best opportunities to get in and deal serious damage. Keep in mind that the animation can be deceptive with its hitbox. Both the head, tail, and wings count as hit points during the animation. It's best if targeting near the front of the body to let the animation end before getting too close. Leap back. Nargacuga leaps back, then either chains into another move or roars. Expect a roar around 40% of the time, but it's guaranteed if it's entering rage mode, which you'll be able to spot from its eyes. Roar. The roar has a short range, causes no damage, and is relatively easy to dodge into. On noticing a roar, run in and do your best to call the dodge and try and deal some damage. The timing to dodge is right after it drops its head to roar. With a bit of practice you'll have it down in no time. And even if you do get caught, you should still have ample time to roll out before taking serious damage. Bite. Low damaging and fast, this move can be a small punishment for hunters targeting the head. But its narrow range makes it easy to avoid even in close combat if you keep to the side of the head instead of directly in front of it. Tail spikes. This attack has a super long lead-in animation that makes it really easy to call. When spotting this move, run for the head or wings depending on what you want to break and just unload. The spikes always hit at a distance, so close combat is the safest. And keep in mind that in rage mode the attack is doubled, so you can get even more hits in. Tail whip. Nargacuga pulls its body to one side, bracing its tail in the air, and then whipping around. This move is easiest to avoid by rolling towards the side that the tail is lifted to. Once you get the hang of it, you should be able to spot this move and roll towards Naga to get in and deal damage. Tail spin. Dangerous and deceptive, this move has a massive range that's even wider on the second spin. When noticing the lead-in animation, it's best to put distance between yourself and Nargacuga, pulling out to a mid or even long range. If you are in close combat and can't get out, you can avoid damage by staying around its center. This will require a roll/movement between the spins though. Tail slam. Nargacuga's most deadly move. After a short taunt or stalk, it will leap into the air and then slam its tail into the ground, causing massive damage and leaving the tail stuck for a few moments, which provides a great opening. In rage mode, it has a noticeable lead-in animation that starts with a circular stalk focusing on a player that it wants to hit. After the first slam, it will follow up with a second strike after a short delay. This is a great opening to deal damage on any part of Nargacuga, especially for any hunters that it isn't targeting. Putting that all together should look a little bit like this, as you dodge and weave through Nargacuga's various attacks in the close range, and find the best opportunities to close the distance in the medium. Thank you very much for joining me on this one. I hope I've given you a little bit of information that will help you get your hunts done faster and easier. Let me know in the comments below what monster you'd like to see next time, and until then, happy hunting!